Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered. Today on Pantheon, it's going to be Flash and Zelot. Here for your Patreon cast for the week of September the 20th, 2024. Bottom right, it's going to be a Zerg player. It is Zelot. Very confusingly named because he plays Zerg. And on the top right, it's going to be Flash. Under his Smurf name that we know and recognize from his time in the ladder. In 2024, he is still playing ladder. Looking forward to his return to professional tournaments. Maybe by the time you guys see this, it's going to be Flash in SSL 2. So, here on Pantheon, what the heck is this map? Holy cow, it is big. A giant map, man. So we've got basically a third base here with minerals only and a wide ramp leading up to it. So low ground into an expansion. Very good. Not hard to wall off here. Maybe a third base here with high ground. Oh, man. Tanks, dude. Tanks on the high ground. Your hatch is dead. And then it's mirrored for a 4-player map here. So very, very wide open. So that favors Zerg. But, man, it's going to be hard to hold. Hard to hold a third here, so maybe Zelot will skip it, or maybe Zelot doesn't want a third. He is so aggressive. Such an aggressive Zerg player. So, hatch first in it. Here at, is it a 9 hatch? Oh, 9 hatch opening here. No proxies here from Flash. Barracks walling off in case there are early lings, and there will be early lings with this 9 hatch. So is it a 9 hatch into a 10 pool? Yes. Nope. 11 pools. So a 9 hatch, 11 pool. And scouting out for proxies, here is Terry the Overlord. What's up, Terry? Merch at falconpaladin.store with Terry's face on it. And yeah, so it's going to be a Patreon game for those of you who support me at patreon.com/FalconPaladin for at least $1 a month. Thanks to everybody who's been supporting me for over the years, as well as new members. I do appreciate ya. Every single month. And if you're watching this the week of September the 20th, again, appreciate ya. Thank you for supporting StarCraft Brood War in the year 2024. And if you're watching this in October 2024 or later, hit that like button, hit that subscribe. I'm here 6 times a week with Brood War content. Okay. So, gas. Here. No gas. Expansion. So, 1 rack's expansion timing versus a 9 hatch and an 11 pool into lair. But we're scouting it. We're scouting. Why is this Marine going home? I don't know. Pretty sure he could have killed this drone before Lings popped out, but you never know. You never know what's in those eggs, right? Steve says, yeah, I am on a shirt at falconpaladin.store, but even I don't know what is in those eggs. Could be drones, could be Zerglings, could be Overlords, and that's about it. Those are the options here at 3 minutes. Gas. Engineering Bay early, so it's going to be a +1 here for the Marines, a little bit earlier than normal. And yeah, this is a little bit of an earlier lair here. Throwing down a Sunken, I guess, to kill the SCV, because there is not a factory on the way here. No vultures yet, but maybe we will see them. Spire coming up, sub 4 minutes. Engineering Bay, yep, +1 there, and an Academy. So we've got Stim, we've got range, we've got medics on the way here, we have missile turrets on the way as soon as we need them, but not earlier, because early missile turrets are a waste of minerals. Boom, 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 boom. There we go. So second rack, so this is just going to be an SK Terran, at least opening here from Flash. He can adjust his playstyle and go ahead and switch into mech anytime he wants. But here, +1 attack, engineering bay, barracks, academy. Yeah, oh, he did take a third here. Okay. Well, okay, so no factory, so maybe no tanks for this high ground. Fair enough. Defending this against Marines and Firebats and stuff, yeah, that's okay. That's good. fairly easy, especially if you have lurkers out. Yep, racks, there we go. So, got ourselves 4 racks here at 5 minutes. The Lings say, yeah, that Marine count is a little bit hefty. 6 Marines. And Mutalisks on the way. Stim being researched. Ooh, into a Flyer Carapace immediately. Fair enough. So, second gas here. I think we're going to go... Yeah, I think we're going to go to a full stack of Mutalisks. There's a Scanneroonie. See the main base. We see the Mutalisks popping out. We see where they are and immediately turn around because we don't have enough. Maybe could have done something to this third base if the Mutalisks are already hatching. Then we got to run for it. Oh, gosh, that medic is going to die. Medic. No, gets saved by the Marine boys. Not enough mutas to really do that. But a Marine goes down. Marines less tanky than medics are. They have less HP by how much again? Let's see. 60 HP to 40 HP. There we go. And medics come with that 1 armor too, so definitely good against these mutas on some level. We've seen it, right? Medics are always the last to die, not just because they're not targeted. But yeah, medics are tougher for Zerglings to kill than Marines are, without a doubt. So we're just going to do a little bit of muta harass here. Going for a pretty fast Queen's... This is a 6-minute Queen's Nest, folks. Is our guy going to try to go into Guardians? This is Zelot, man. This is an RJB DEFCON 1, which means epic replay. So this might just be Zelot. We've seen Zelot do something like this before. As his mutas are taking out Marines, they're getting killed. I don't think he wants to lose them. I don't think he's willing to just kind of YOLO these guys in here, because I really think he wants to turn these into Guardians at some point. So there's the Queen's Nest. Oh, enough gas for a hive. Go, enough gas for a hive. There you go. Hive it up. Hive it up. Hive it up. Hive it up. Make queens then? What are you doing with your Queen's Nest? Muchacho. He's making queens. All right, fair enough. The guy's making queens with his Queen's Nest. So we're going to try to maybe ensnare here. Spawn Bruling is not good against an SK Terran play. Never has been, never will be. There you go. There's the 11 stack. Yo. It is ensnare. So ensnare coming up. I mean, I guess you could hilariously, like, Spawn Bruling, like, medic. Probably not worth the energy for that, right? It's like mind controlling a medic or a Marine. It's the exact same thing. So, well, we got mutas and 1 sunken to defend this third base. I don't know about this, man. Mutas have to engage here. No ensnares done yet. Are there enough mutas? Sunken down. Sunken did its worst. Muta count is still fairly hefty. Marine count, not that great. But God, 6 Marines, guys. With range, with stim, with +1, with medic support. They are stimming again. Must reduce Mutalist count. Must take it down. There you go. There you go. All right. This is what we're talking about, folks. There. But more reinforcing Marines show up. Ensnare is done. An ensnare will reduce the attack speed of these Marines and would help a lot, but none necessary. The muta count is enough with the defender's advantage kicking in to wipe this thing out, including those medics. Saves the third base. Drone side, it's 40 to 25 workers now in favor of Flash. His SimCity's looking great. He's got a factory, but he floated it, which means he just wanted it for the 2-star ports and the science vessels that will come with it. Barracks, man. We are going for... He floated a barracks somewhere? There was a barracks here. He must have floated it in. Fair enough, my guy. Mutas trying to just poke the front door a little bit. Bait these guys out into the open where they can get ensnared, and then it's harder to run away, and they shoot more slowly, and ensnare is pretty good. So yeah, leave it to Zelot to bust out ensnare here. Last time I think I saw somebody do this was Scan, maybe. There's the ensnare. Ah ha ha! You've been gooped. You've been gooped with like jalapeno jelly or something here. I'm not sure it's that level of green, but like Gak or the slime from Nickelodeon. You guys are old enough to remember slime from the Nickelodeon live-action game shows they used to run, where like you'd have to answer a trivia question or something, and if you got it wrong, they dump slime all over you. That's what that color is. That is 1990s green, friends. And guess when StarCraft came out? 1998. Makes perfect sense. Another ensnare would be nice. The Queen's being very careful about it. There it is. Ensnare tossed. Mutas. Yeah, man. I mean, the Hydra follow-up, Lurker follow-up, Greater Spire. There we go. I was hoping for it, and our dreams are fulfilled here. The thing about Marines is they still have their range, even if they've been gooped. So Muta's diving in, still take shots. It is slower. Slower shots is always good. It means less DPS. But man, we are... And that Carapace upgrade, too, really helps against these Marines, man. Does he have any further Carapace upgrades? Just the one. Marines. Oh, they got their own armor upgrade here. That's great. Irradiate getting research. Free Hydra is free. I don't know what that was all about. Actually, I don't think we're getting Lurker aspect. I think we're trying to high ground Hydra Muta this thing. And we're dumping our gas in Greater Spire Guardian stuff. Wraiths being... Wow. Wraiths coming in. He probably wants to hunt these queens. They've been pretty effective. Okay, medics sniped. Every medic that dies is just an absolute feather in the cap of Zerg players everywhere. But 44 to 29 workers, dude. I don't know that our guy Zelot is producing enough drones to really keep this going. Not that Flash is the third base yet. These overlords are hiding in the bottom left corner. I don't know if Flash is scanned down there. Okay, good split on the Irradiate, obviously. And he's throwing up 8 Guardians at 11 minutes. This is a madman we're talking about here. So there's a scan. Okay, there's a scan. He sees the Queen. He doesn't actually see the Guardians. These Guardians might catch him entirely by surprise. Hilariously. So it's Hydra, Guardian. What? Again, I've said this before, but what is this? Me playing the campaign in Brood War? Good grief. Hydra Guardian is so good in Brood War. In the campaign. And in StarCraft 1 as well. There's a YouTube channel out there that put out a kind of an explanation of Brood War and its units and featured me saying that for one of my videos. It was pretty funny to see that. Anyway, Hydra Guardian busting into the natural base. There are Wraiths here, but guess what? They've been ensnared and there are Hydras on the ground. And Flash is making a move, folks. He's busting into that natural base, but I think the natural base of Flash is dead. The natural base of Zelot is also dead. So, hey, we get a base raise. We get a base raise. Hydra Guardian versus Marines and Medics. Marine DPS is insane. Guardian DPS pretty good, too. Hydra DPS very good. Is he gonna? He's gonna try to infest that command center. Infest the command center. No, just kill it. That's fine, too. That's all right if you're trying to win the game. Just more memes if you're going to try to infest it. Lurker aspects coming in. I love that idea. Because then you can turn some of these Hydras into Lurkers. And these Marines are going to have a really hard time with it if they don't have any science vessels. And if they don't have any comm-sat stations. Okay, these science vessels are huge. Because I really feel like he's going to end up losing all of his comm-sat stations. And by that I mean all 2 of them that he had owned previously. This game is good. Oh my gosh, this game is good. Ensnare, Guardians, base racing. This is definitely DEFCON 1/epic. Yeah, there's not enough Terran here to save the day. These bunkers are no good against Guardians. Marines are really no good against Guardians generally. Keeping these Hydras alive as long as possible needs to be a priority, but that Hydra died for absolutely no reason at all. That Hydra died. These Hydras are dying for absolutely no reason at all. No, the Hydras are here to defend against the science vessels. That's it. If you can kill science vessels, oh, good Irradiates. Guardians are getting removed from the pack here. There's only 8 of them. Overlords are taking hits from missile turrets. More Irradiates coming in. More Guardians are dying. Flash. Flash. You're just cleaning up what's left out down here. The natural base somehow still alive, and now it's dead. It is 70 to 47 supply. Marines are coming home to try to deal with this, and I think there are enough. Ensnare, yes, but man, the Irradiates today put in so much work for Flash. Killing every Irradiate is a dead Guardian. That is not cheap, man. Yeah, the Queens take 1 Irradiate to die too. That's a GG. Yeah, Flash was able to come home after wiping out the natural base and the main base of Zelot. Third base lives, but I'm not sure it's enough, guy. Yeah, he's got... Lurkers are cute and everything, but there are science vessels here, so... No. Yeah, and you can irradiate those too. Yeah, I mean, come on. These science vessels putting in so much work today. Not getting killed by the Hydras. Hydras don't really have the upgrades to do it. Scourge, none of those on the map either, and that's it. Every lurker down. The dream is gone for Zealot, but that was fun. GG. Flash gets your win here in game 1 of kind of a sneaky twofer. I slipped in another Zealot game that was incredibly fun after this, so that's why the game length is a little bit longer than maybe you're expecting, considering this game is over, right? All right, that was good. That was some really, really excellent TVZ there. Way to go. Way to go, Idaho. Flash gets the win. Science vessels were key to all of that. If there aren't science vessels, Zealot wins that. End of discussion. He does. There's enough Guardians to deal with the Marines and the medics. The race we're handling, being handled by the Hydras just fine. But taking out these science vessels was way too tricky if you don't have Scourge. And that was it. You irradiated the Guardians. One shot to kill those. The splash damage kills those around them. The irradiate on the Lurkers. The irradiate on the Queens. The ensnare was cute, but without the follow-up, that's useless. And yeah, Flash wins the base race. They say never base race a Terran. But GG. So game 1 is over. Enjoy game 2 of this Patreon cast. 86,000 to 77,000 total points. Our guy Flash outproduced the Zerg, which is hard to do, but not a lot of Lings got produced today, so that helps. Actually, it's yeah, so it's Marines today that were the cheap units that were made a lot. And a lot of them died. So that's why Zealot has a higher kill count. Beautiful. Has a higher kill count than Flash does. He raised more buildings. Terrans have more buildings. And then it's an outspend, but only by about 1,000, maybe 500 resources for Zealot, and that's not going to work ever. So, GG! That was awesome. Hope you enjoyed it. Hit that like button if you did, and that's going to be it from me. So this has been Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered and a Patreon cast. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself. Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered. Today, it's going to be Zealot and it's going to be Scan here on Neodark Origin. RJB says this game is short but awesome, super aggressive stuff. Zealot is a super duper aggressive Zerg player. And he's in the top left here of Neodark Origin. He is yellow, and in the bottom right it's going to be a red Terran player. It is Scan. Alright, so a ZVT here on Neodark Origin. I cast a game on Dark Origin, the original one, last week sometime. I think maybe it was a Patreon game. Bisu versus Soma. If you haven't seen it, check it out at patreon.com/Falcon Paladin. Patrons of mine for $1 a month or more can see it a month before anybody else on the YouTube channel. So, alright. Terror the Overlord scouting out. It's a 2-player map. He knows where the Terran player is. And Scan knows that it is Zealot because he's playing under his Zealot name, but this is a barcode Smurf name for Scan, so I don't know. I don't know if Zealot knows that this is Scan. So hatch firsting here on this 2-player map against a Terran, just blindly hatch firsting. Oh, here at 9 supply. Okay, so 9 hatch. Oh. Alright, alright. I'm with you here, Zealot. Yeah, I know. Naming yourself Zealot when you're Zerg. In StarCraft 2, there's a player named Raynor who plays Zerg. I don't know. I do not know what possesses someone to name themselves after a unit or a hero and then play not that race, right? Right, so hard walling off here. Yeah, he knows. He knows there's a good chance that this is a pool first play, but nope. 9 hatch, extractor and pool on the way here at 8 supply. Prepared. Here is Scan. No gas. And I think now we're going to be safe enough to throw it on a command center, right? Yeah. Mining minerals, just waiting for enough to throw down an expansion. Come on, he says. Come on, mine faster. Mine faster, he says. Marine says, huh, this is a pool first. Lings would already be here, so let's go ahead and scout with this Marine and see what's going on. Oh, we're already scouting with Steve the SCV. Okay, so it was a hatch first play, super duper early hatch first. We've got gas, we've got a lair. Already on the way here at sub 3 minutes. And 12 workers to 17 in favor of scan. And yeah, throwing down your expansion because you are safe from Lings because of the hard wall. And because there are only 2 Lings out. So this is going to be an early Muta play here from Zelot. Yeah, RJB said, Zelot uses unique and rare build orders. He certainly does. This guy does his own thing, man. I don't think that we need a sunken up here this early. That usually means what we're worried about is potentially vulture pressure. Marines at this stage can be held by Lings pretty effectively, but vultures are a lot harder for the Zerg to deal with. They're just chitter-chattering back and forth there, aren't they? I think at this point they probably know who they are. I mean, obviously Zelot is known, but I'm wondering if Zelot's picked up on who Scan is. Maybe Scan has revealed himself. Did he extractor trick to get up to 19 out of 18 supply there? I think he extractor tricked. I don't think an SC, or I don't think an Overlord has died so far. This is a very fun game. Yeah, Spire coming up at 4 minutes. So extraordinarily non-standard Spire timing here, thanks to the 9 hatch opening. And this was scouted, right? SCV came in, saw the lair timing. You could extrapolate the lair timing into when the Spire is going to come up. You should be good to go. He's working on infantry weapons upgrade. He's getting an academy. He's got an engineering bay, obviously, because of that upgrade. And yeah, you really don't need to start missile turrets until the mutas are in production. Spire's about 50% complete. Don't have to worry about that right now. Lings do not have speed. This drone wanted a third base down here. The Marines knew that. The Marines were like, nope, absolutely not. There's a couple Korean symbols there. Being like, you don't get a third base here. But I mean, this is more rational for a third base. I don't know why the drone came down here anyway, unless it just gives you easier access. The larva pops here, and it's a shorter distance all the way to the Terran base. These Marines are going to get a cancel on this. There is absolutely nothing to stop this from getting canceled by these Marines. Nothing. So here we go. Zelot, your third base is getting canceled, sir. Spire's done. He fires up 4 mutas. And let's see if the turrets come up here. This third base getting canceled is a massive failure. Why do you not have Ling speed? All right, there's the cancel. He's throwing up more Mutalisks. Turret. There we go. 2 turrets coming up. Natural base getting turrets. Main base getting the turrets. Yeah, this is fine. Scan. This is why you scout. In case you run into Zelot on the ladder, he's going to do a third base over here now. Who's going to go for a 9-hatch, 2-base Mutalisk play on you. A little bit faster than it normally comes up. Zelot, man, you crazy. I like you. I like you because you crazy. Alright, so the Mutas are going to come in, but the turrets are done. The Marines don't have +1 attack yet or range, but they got stim. That's nice. Okay, really good Muta stack here. And then I say that, and he doesn't even get a shot off on that one. Flare Carapace coming in. Range upgrade's going to be really nice, but you can still get hits off on these mutas if you don't have the range upgrade. Yeah, so just not really wanting to dive deep into the Terran base. Pick it at the periphery here. Going to try to supply block scan, and if that supply depot dies, that is a supply block, which is why they're protecting it so hard, and an SCV is coming up to repair it too. It was under 100 HP. Very dangerous stuff. Queen's Nest at 650? Dude, I love it. I'm liking it a lot. So that's a scan on that base. That's a scan on this base where the Queen's Nest is. He says, you're getting a Queen's Nest at 6 minutes? You madman. Look at him firing up all these mutas. Are getting the Carapace upgrade. I already mentioned that. Yeah. He's swapping out injured mutas for healthy ones. Scan's having a great time here. Just really keeping the Terran player at home. I really want that missile turret. But the Marines have their range. Double starport coming in. Ooh, this may be for Valkyries if it's this early. I mean, it could be for Valkyries and then for Science Vessels later. We'll keep an eye on that. Mutas, getting some work. This is so many Mutalisks. Hive on the way. 7-minute timing on that Hive. That is really fast. But hey, if you go 9 hatch, tech to lair quickly, then you have the opportunity to go for a fast Hive. He could have gotten this Hive even faster than he did based on that lair timing. He just decided to spend his money on Muta so he didn't die and then go up to Hive tech. Okay. Scan. I don't know about this. Is he... Control tower? Okay, control tower is getting fired up on those on-dem starports. Okay, more Marines joining this party, but I think this group is dead. Yeah, he's like, he doesn't even have to stack and mute, like, micro anymore. There you go. Just completely wipes that group out. Reinforcing groups are here. And Carapace upgrade on the Mutas is finally done. It's helping a lot here. Hydralisk Den after lair or Hive timing, rather. Look at him leaving out injured Mutas and bringing in healthier ones. This is really sick out of Zealot, man. I like it. He's like, all right, which one of you is the healthiest Mutalisk? Come join the party. And we're back. Remember killing a Mutalisk? No, you didn't. This is crazy stuff. There are Valkyries in production. Scan recognizes, holy smokes, I definitely need some Valkyries. This is a lot of Mutas. They keep coming back with full health. What is this sorcery? Then the Valkyries join the party here. And Mutas say, okay, I don't like it when we all take damage at the same time. That's not cool at all. And a Greater Spire at 9 minutes. Oh, we going, boys. We going, boys. We are going. Valkyrie very valiantly getting that spread. But dead. Another Valkyrie joins the party here. Valkyrie prepared. Yeah, 2 more Valkyries coming in. Scan says, I'm going to take this seriously. And there we go. 5 Guardians morphing in at 10 minutes. This is nuts. This is a crazy good game. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. Guardians versus Terran at 10 minutes. That is almost unheard of. A single Devourer to help deal with the Valkyries. There are Hydras to help deal with the Valkyries too. This is a 30 drone, 73 overall supply army for a Zealot. He's got his 3 bases up. The saturation levels aren't crazy. He's keeping the Terran on 2 bases. He's teching up to tier 3 stuff. And then he just goes, what's up? And the Valkyrie is taking a lot of shots here on the Guardians. This is, oh my gosh. Hydra, Guardian, Mutalisk, Devourer against Terran. What even is this stuff? Zealot, you're a madman. Hydras picking off those Valkyries. The Guardians are dying. 3 kills, 4 kills, 2 kills. Not bad. Not bad stuff. 78 to 66 supply overall, though. Economy looking good for the Terran. Valkyrie Micro takes down a Mutalisk up there. Hydras coming in. Slow Overlords, I think, rallied over here when they probably shouldn't be. Just more Hydras, more Lurkers coming in. We've got 30 drones. What else do we need? Says Zealot. What else do you need in your life? Alright, nice. Perching the the factory over those Marines. I'm kind of used to saying Overlord perching, but that was a factory perch. Once again, Hydra's chasing these Valkyries away. We're at 12 minutes. It is a 3-basing Zerg against a 2-basing Terran, and I think Scan is right to have not expanded. He knows what this is. This is a low-econ, high-tech army for Zealot. And he's like, you know, getting a 3rd base here would not be ideal for me. Devour getting hits off. This is such a crazy engagement right now. The Hydras are so good in this situation against these Valkyries. The Marines scary against the Hydras. They have 1/1 upgrades in range and stim. The Hydras have 0/0 upgrades. If they had some upgrades here, they'd be performing a little bit better against these Marines for sure. And Overlords don't have speed because who needs those? Dude, what's the answer to the Lurkers though? No siege tanks, no science vessels. Just kidding. Science vessels are on the way, and Irradiate just got started. So Scan sniffed out what was coming in here as he supply blocks the heck out of Zealot. This game, I don't care who wins this. This is a good game. I think for Zerg and for Terran, I think both players are playing very well. He's going to lose another overload. That supply block might just be crushing in the long term here. Yeah, Zealot, this third base is in a lot of trouble. Hydra's trying to hold it. We're going for it, boys. Guardians coming in, supported by Hydra and Lurker, just parking up. Who's got siege tanks? Not you. You don't have any siege tanks, which makes this Lurker play so much better. The Hydra's keeping the science vessels at bay. Irradiate just finished, though. Natural base for Scan has to lift and flee. But the third base of Zealot is dying, too. An eye for an eye, a base for a base here. Zealot says, who needs third bases when I'm murdering second bases? And you know, the math checks out, buddy. This is so problematic. This Hydra Lurker stuff against this all-Marine, all-Medevac army. This main base is getting ravaged. Scan's rushing home to try and deal with this. He knows how dire this is. His Marines come out of the barracks and get obliterated by Hydralisk and Lurker attacks. This group's still trying to come home. Trying to come home all the way across the map. There are Lurkers on the top of this ramp you have to deal with, guys. Maybe don't try. All right, we're trying it. They do. They do try it. It is still 39 to 22 workers, man. It is a massive economy advantage here from Scan, but if 39 of your SCVs are on one base, guess what? It doesn't go as well. Oh, sniping some science vessels there. This Hydra stuff is working way better than it has any right to, especially considering they are still 0/0 Hydras. Oh my gosh, this is a 9-kill Lurker, a 10-kill Lurker. SCVs come in here, try to fight Hydras, defending. No, the remaining Lurkers are now dead. Scan has enough to clean this up now, but a new round of Hydras does join the party. They're going to try to snipe the second CC because they're probably not going to be able to do. Oh, now some Lurkers showed up. Second CC is dead. Scan's on one base here, but Zealot's only on two. Hydra, Lurker, where's your higher tech now? We don't need it, he says. Hydra Lurker alone will win us this battle. And, oh my gosh. 5-kill Lurker, 5-kill Lurker. These guys actually finished their egging? Are you kidding me? Wow, good target firing, though. 3 Lurkers go down. Another, wow, 3, 4, 5 Lurkers just died there. Scan's at 60 supply. Zelot's at 40 supply. I think Scan might have held this. This is an epic game. This is a absolutely DEFCON 1 insane ZVT here. Long distance mining, lifting the command center from the main base, in which he is mined out to land it at the natural base and try to get some income here instead. Are these still slowlings? These are still slowlings. That is disgusting at this stage of the game. I don't know if there's enough here for Zealot. I really don't. These science vessels are providing so much value. The upgrades on the Marines are allowing them to deal with the Lurkers more easily than if these Lurkers had 1/1. Just any kind of an upgrade on these Lurkers would be good, but Zealot's like, I didn't have time for upgrades, except for my +1 Carapace. I was too busy rushing to Guardians and Devourers and stuff. He is expanding to a third base where he tried to expand to a third base earlier today. So that'll be nice, but this 38 to 21 worker advantage, how much of an advantage is it, however, if these overlords, man? Zealot has no interest in giving these overlords any speed at all. I don't know what to tell you. I keep watching the production tab, hoping to get pneumatized Carapace, but nope. Yeah, I don't think there's enough here from Zealot. I really don't. These Lurkers are getting honed by Marines with better upgrades, with science protection, and that's it. Zealot taps out 2-1 Marines versus 0-0 Hydras and Lurkers. Really shouldn't be too much of a surprise that that is the end result there, no? I don't think so. But man, that was absolutely fantastic. Just a fantastic ZVT. 17 minutes of insane aggression with Zealot. Scan did so well. His upgrades, that's it. The upgrades defeat no upgrades, man. Science vessels, Marines, medics, and Valkyries. That was it. That's all he needed to defend against Guardians, Hydralisks, Lurkers, Devourers, a ton of Mutalisks too. An absolutely crazy defense there from Scan, getting the win. Zealot's like, yeah, my economy is not good enough. It might be a bit of a premature GG, just because there are 38 SCVs crammed on this one base. That's not a ton of economy. Zealot's got more money in the bank than Scan does right now, but I think he just sheerly knows that these 0-0 Hydras and slow Lings with no upgrades are not really going to cut it against the 2-1 upgrades of Scan here. So, yeah, I think this game's a lot different if Zealot just goes for maybe 1-1 for his Hydras and Lurkers. I think the Lurkers can stand more fearlessly against the Marines, even when they're being detected. The Hydras do a little bit better, too. And I think this is an entirely different game. But Scan prioritized the upgrades. Zealot did not. And I really think that's the story of this game. Other than, yeah, man, Zealot doing crazy stuff. Couldn't pull it off today, but man, that was so fun to watch. Like I said, I don't even care who wins. That was fun. That was a super, super fun ZVT. Excellent stuff. 98,000 to 104,000 points there. Scan ahead. He outproduces the Zerg player because he was going Hydras and Mutas and Guardians, man. You're not going to outproduce someone going a ton of Marines, right? This is weird, right? This is kind of flipped, where the Terran player outproduces the Zerg, weird. The Zerg player outkills the Terran player, weird. And then the Terran player wins it. Yeah, and the Zerg player outspends the Terran, but really not by enough. It's maybe 600 resources here in 17 minutes. That is way too close for comfort. There was a minute where Zelot was inside the Terran base, and I thought, oh, maybe he's done it. There were Lurkers on top of the barracks. The Marines were on top of the barracks, but the Marines that killed the third base of Zealot made it back home. And that was so key. That was so key to getting that win. And he did. Love it. Like, I do. I love it so much. That was awesome. I mean, come on. So awesome. All right. That was absolutely a truly fantastic ZVT. Just more fun than I thought it was going to be, that's for sure. And I hope you enjoyed it too, because that's going to be it for me. This has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe. If you like what you saw and what you heard today, you can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching. You take care of yourself.